Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, I'm KingNido and today we're coming from Sutopolis City where the Aqua have continued to have a drastically inconsistent season, as today they are looking to take down the Lumiose Yellows, who are just trying to stay within the leaders 8, but last season they did make the Elite Four, so maybe the Aqua will take them seriously. With that said, let us know in the comments below who you think is going to win this matchup. Will it be the Water types? Will it be the Electric types? Let's go!
3, 2, 1, go!
The Yellows are coming in with a 6-6 record, as they are going to start off with Iron Hands and Luxray. It's going to be Dragalge, the Terrestrial Draftee, and Iron Bundle starting out for the Sutopolis Aqua, who are on the receiving end of that Intimidate from Luxray here, immediately cutting into their physical attack stats. Keeping in mind, Iron Bundle is much more of a special attacker and Dragalge is more specially defensive here, but the Aqua have shown that they can take down top sides that they take seriously. Will they be taking the Yellows seriously here today? As Iron Bundle immediately with the stored power, it's super effective but doesn't do a great deal of damage to Iron Hands. Luxray is immediately going to set up the no retreat. It is not backing down from the water types, and it knows that it has that type-in advantage as well, getting that Omni boost here, and it has no intention of running away, so we would not be expecting it to try and escape here, as Iron Hands is going to follow it up with the Attract, trying to put the moves there onto Dragalge, but it is not going to work, and this allows Dragalge to go for the Ice Fang on to Iron Hands, doing very little damage as Iron Bundle goes for the Circle Throw. It's actually going to send Luxray back to the bench after all those stat boosts as well, and being dragged out onto the field. It is Golem in its Cantonian form, another Terrestrial Draftee, but it doesn't have the chance to terrestrialize yet, so that Fiery Dance from Iron Hands, capitalizing on that part Ice typing of Iron Bundle. It's also going to boost that special attack of Iron Hands, who's much more of a physical attacker, and we get the high jump kick onto Iron Hands from Dragalge, as now Golem gets that opportunity to terrestrialize into the electric typing, which means it is going to shed that water weakness that the Aqua actually could have capitalized on whilst it was on the field like that. However, now Iron Bundle is going to go for the coaching. It is looking to help out Dragalge here. It is going to boost that physical attack as well as that physical defense, and Iron Hands though is going to go for the Morning Sun, so it will be restoring its health and it should get itself back to full strength, as Golem is going to follow it up with the Court Change, but there are no entry hazards, so that is going to fail, and this opens the door for Dragalge to try and capitalize, going with the Icy Wind, connecting with both electric types, and it is going to slow them both down, so perhaps Dragalge will be able to move quicker, giving full speed control to the Sutopolis Aqua. But now the Perish Song from Iron Bundle, so early in this game, that could be a very questionable play. We'll see shortly how that plays out, but first the spin out now from Dragalge. It's going to lower its speed after doing that not very effective move to Golem. Here it should give back some control to the Yellows, but now we get the Scary Face from Iron Hands on to Iron Bundle, lowering its speed a great deal, as Golem is going to go with the Parabolic Charge. This is going to connect with everybody on the field, and it takes Iron Bundle out of this matchup with that super effective damage. Golem might actually be able to get itself back to full strength as well after having drained the energy of everyone on the field, including Iron Hands. Thankfully, it didn't do too much damage to its teammate, but it does. Golem has gotten itself back to full strength, but now with nothing left, Iron Bundle has been taken out of this matchup. The Yellows with the first one on the board, as that perish count does begin to fall to 3 for the 3 remaining Pokemon on the field, and it is going to be Dondozo coming out for the Sutopolis Aqua, immediately going for the Giga Impact onto Iron Hands, getting some good damage there, but it will have to recharge after that, as Iron Hands sets up the Burning Bulwark. I'm sure it wished it had set that up before Dondozo had connected with the Giga Impact, however, as Golem now with its own high jump kick gets in some really good damage there onto Dragalge, who responds with the Fire Blast, which is going to be protected on the side of Iron Hands, not taking any damage, as that perish count now does fall to 2 for everyone except for Dondozo. This could actually turn out to be a good play by Iron Bundle, as Iron Hands capitalizing on Dondozo, having the recharge, goes for the Bubble Beam on to Dragalge. Not very effective, but does put it into knockout range, as Golem with the Lumina Crash does not finish the job. Instead focuses in onto Dondozo, lowering its special defense a great deal in the process, as Dragalge is going to go for the Tachyon Cutter, this multi-hit move. Unfortunately, it is not doing much damage there to Iron Hands, being not very effective, as That perish count now is falling to 1, which means Dragalge, Golem, and Iron Hands only have one opportunity left to try and go back to the bench as the outrage now from Dondozo. Iron Hands is able to hold on, but it is in knockout range as it goes with the recover, so it is going to restore that health, but that perish count is just going to take it out anyway, and that's if Dragalge doesn't do it first. Golem with the reflect type is going to fail, so neither of them capitalizing on their last turn, and this allows Dragalge to go for the Zing Zap, doing very, very little damage there to Iron Hands. But what is going to do a great deal of damage to Iron Hands is that Perish Song falling to 0, taking out Iron Hands. It's going to take out Golem as well. And unfortunately for Iron Bundle, this Perish Song has led to Dragalge being eliminated in the process. However, we are at a level playing field, and we know that Luxray is coming back out for the Lumiose Yellows as there are 4 Pokemon remaining on both sides. First out comes Luxray, and it is going to be joined by Zebstrika, as it is going to be Kingdra coming out for the Pseudopolis Aqua, and it is on the receiving end of that Intimidate. We did see this earlier from Luxray, lowering the physical attack of the 2 water types, but it is Zebstrika with that speed control immediately going for the Flower Trick. A critical play here onto Kingdra, getting in some really good damage, that Dragon type, and preventing it from being super effective, as Kingdra is going to go for the Victory Dance, feeling confident for the Aqua here. It is going to boost those physical stats as well as boosting that speed, potentially giving it speed control in this match. But first, Luxray with the Sparkling Aria. This is going to connect with everybody on the field. It may have just done more damage to Zebstrika than anyone, but that outrage continues from Dondozo, getting some good damage onto Zebstrika as Kingdra follows it up with the rollout onto Luxray. This will get progressively stronger with every connection. The takedown from Zebstrika, great hit there onto Kingdra, but there is that recall damage for Zebstrika as Luxray follows it up with the Aromatic Mist, not going on the offensive, instead looking to help out Zebstrika by boosting its special defense. And Dondozo finishes off the outrage now, going for Luxray instead of finishing off Zebstrika, and it is going to be left confused due to the fatigue of that outrage as that rollout continues from Kingdra, putting Luxray into knockout range as the arm thrust. This multi-hit move from Zebstrika focusing in onto Kingdra may be able to put it into knockout range. I do not think it will be doing enough damage to take it out of this matchup, but those 3 connections could be crucial as Luxray is going to follow it up with the Steel Wing, but Kingdra is able to hold on after that not very effective move, and it was a critical hit as well. Dondozo needs to shake off this confusion, but unfortunately it is unsuccessful, doing damage to itself there. Kingdra continuing with that rollout is going to be able to finish off Luxray, putting the Aqua back in front. However, Zebstrika with the opportunity to respond goes for the Metal Claw, but instead goes for the confused Dondozo, which is not very effective even with that critical hit coming into play. And Dondozo is still in a confused state. It needs to shake this off, but it still does damage to itself. As out for the Yellows comes Bellybolt onto the field, and now it's on the receiving end of that rollout, getting a fantastic connection. As we said, it gets stronger every time, but that static ability does get activated, which is going to paralyze Kingdra here. And Zebstrika going for the side blade. That paralysis will not matter because Kingdra has been eliminated, leveling the playing field now for the Lumiose Yellows. And Bellybolt follows it up by setting up an Iron Defense, which is going to boost that physical defense a great deal, which is base 91. However, Dondozo has finally snapped out of that confusion, allowing it to go for the Sacred Sword, and this finishes off the Zebstrika, immediately putting the Pseudopolis Aqua back in front. It is going to be a process, the last Pokemon for the Lumiose Yellows. It's going to be Feraligatr for the Pseudopolis Aqua, who immediately goes with the Magnet Rise, so it is going to be able to levitate with that electromagnetism. And this allows Ampharos to try and capitalize by going with the Drill Peck. Gets in some okay damage there on the Feraligatr, and Bellybolt, follows it up with the Stuff Cheeks, chowing down on that Laper Berry, but also boosting that defense even more. Yet again, as Dondozo now with the Earth Power. It doesn't matter about those boosted defenses because that super effective move has just taken out Bellybolt. Ampharos is all by itself, and Feraligatr immediately goes for the Nuzzle, which is not very effective, and ironically it's Feraligatr who's the one left with the paralysis thanks to that static ability from Ampharos, who goes with the Cosmic Power. So Ampharos is going to boost its own physical defense as well as its special defense and Dondozo with the thrash is going to begin to thrash about. We saw it go for the outrage earlier as Ampharos with the speed control goes for the vice grip onto Feraligatr as that thrash continues from Dondozo, keeping on the offensive. Yet that static ability has yet again been activated onto Dondozo now, and it's left confused yet again due to the fatigue as Feraligatr shakes off its own paralysis to go for the Icicle Crash. Does get in some good damage onto Ampharos there, who responds with the drill peck onto Dondozo, but Feraligatr is going to go with the Aqua Jet, keeping on the offensive, putting Ampharos into knockout range. Dondozo needs to shake off this confusion and try and finish this matchup, but yet again it is doing damage to itself. It has just put itself into knockout range, and Ampharos could capitalize going with the Flare Blitz, but instead it goes for Feraligatr with that not very effective move, and there is going to be a little bit of recoil damage for Ampharos here, as Feraligatr is unable to move due to its paralysis, and Dondozo needs to shake off its confusion but also shake off its own paralysis, and it is successful as it goes with the Hone Claws. It doesn't go on the offensive, instead it's going to boost that physical attack as well as its accuracy, and this allows Ampharos to try and capitalize as that electromagnetism wears off for Feraligatr. We get the Hydro Pump from Ampharos to eliminate Dondozo with that not very effective move. Not very effective, but effective enough to get the job done, as Feraligatr immediately responds with the strength to finish off the match. The Sootopolis Aqua have just taken down the Lumiose Yellows in impressive fashion, and we don't even know who their final Pokemon coming into the matchup would have been, but with that it does move the Aqua up into 14th place, as next round they will be going up against the Pewter Skulls. However, for the Yellows they have dropped down to 11th, and next round they are going up against the Eterna Devons. But until then, Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on field, and if you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I'll see you when you see me.